In Blake's latest filing, she claims that she doesn't have to prove her claims. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, Blake starts off strong. She says that the Wayfair parties brought a meritless defamation act. Meritless. Shall we remind you about New York Times?
You done left fingerprints and all. You are so dumb. You are really dumb.
Tell me Blake or Ryan wrote this without telling me. You just put a bunch of random words in bold. Okay. So Blake is claiming that the whole trying to figure out if Blake had actual malice when it came to filing the CRD complaint, she says, quote, "This is wrong. Miss Lively's claims do not necessitate that Miss Lively prove she acted without malice." Well, you're also not saying that she didn't, so.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, it gets worse. She says, quote, "The malicious, oppressive, or fraudulent conduct is the Wayfair party's litigation conduct." Girl, you're talking about yourself. You are 100%, but go on. She says, "The Wayfair parties should not be permitted to avoid the consequences of their retaliatory litigation tactics any longer." Did you take that from my motion to sanction? Because all you, boo-boo. All you.
I just need to hit the reset button sometimes.
Don't worry, though. Blake is speaking for everyone when she says, quote, "The retaliatory defamation suit would chill reports about SH." Blake, the only one that is affecting and harming this entire process is you. False allegations ruin and harm substantially all of this movement. Okay? So just throwing that out there. And also, women are not the only ones, I will say this over and over again, women are not the only ones that can be SH'd. Hence why you were grabbing your co-star. That wasn't SH, but that was part of, you were just doing your job, right? I love this line. She says, "As a baseless abuse of the judicial process." That's almost exactly word for word what I said about you, Blake. Which is interesting because I actually went unopposed. So at any point now, within the next couple days or the next couple weeks, I will be hearing back from Judge Lyman. So stay tuned, Blake. Is this why you're throwing this out there, to distract everyone from you getting slapped with the sanction? I don't know. Why else would you be making statements like this? Quote, "To ensure that the perpetrator cannot misuse the litigation as a tool of intimidation and retaliation." Almost like what you did, Blake.
And I had no other alternative but to blast my way out.
Oh, this part is so rich. She says, "Courts should not permit litigation to have it both ways." Invoking the benefits of a legal regime while avoiding its limitations. Like your withdrawal. Like when you withdrew the subpoenas after everyone said, no, you're the problem and you're lying. You're creating this whole fake smear campaign, and actually you're the one that has a whole smear campaign going because withdrawn. Oh, like you were avoiding the limitations.
That was pure joy for me. I mean, I know that's sick.
Blake takes the cake with this one. She says, "To insist that Miss Lively reprove these, quote, facts," thank God it's in quotes because we know how that is, "at trial would cut section 47.1 off at the knees." At the knees. That would re-victimize Blake, force her to endure a jury trial to establish what is already plain to this court. Whether Miss Lively acted without malice to make her complaints is not a necessary element. Okay. Miss Lively does not have to prove that she made a complaint at all to prevail in her SH claims. What?
Goodbye.
She goes on to say that it would impose an unwarranted burden on Miss Lively. You know, like the unwarranted burden that you put on 107 content creators. Yeah, this last part is literally cherry on top. She says that the Wayfair parties have already admitted that they believed Miss Lively made her complaints in good faith because she's using a text message where they stated that Blake, quote, genuinely believes she's right and that all of this is unjust. Girl, that is not saying that you're in good faith. It's saying that you are crazy and you believe your own lies. That's what that's saying. The way Blake ends it with, the court has already recognized the strength of the evidence in favor of a smear campaign. What strength are you talking about? This is by far the most telling filing we've gotten from Blake, because what do you mean you don't need to prove anything, but continues to not prove anything? I can make a complaint and I can say this and that, but I don't have to prove anything. What? Now give me my money.
Show my dad that I can manage my money, be responsible, and pay him back all at the same time.
We aren't far away from Judge Lyman responding to my motion to sanction. He is now finally addressing motions from docket number 724. And so that means, I'm up here soon because my docket number was 733. So any day now, darlings, any day. I know, they thought they would get away with it and that I would just write my letter and not realize that I have to file a formal motion. But I found out that I had to file the formal motion. I filed it. It went unopposed because you were too busy worrying about Taylor Swift and the newest filings. You didn't want her deposed. You forgot about little old me. Listen, I'm not holding my breath that Judge Lyman will do the right thing, but with everything going on in the world and him knowing that eyes are on this case, I have a feeling. We'll wait to celebrate, but just know it's coming soon. Personally, I don't think Judge Lyman is going to grant anything from Blake's request. I think he's going to stick to the schedule they already have laid out. She did mention that they already have scheduled a time frame to go over all of her different damages. It's going to be interesting how she's going to be able to prove that with the public backlash of her marketing, It Ends With Us, or was it because of this lawsuit? And also, you've been putting out new products in the meantime and having all these different projects. Hard to prove damages when you seem to be coming out with more products. But what do you guys think? As always, this is all alleged, so take it with a grain of salt and follow me for more.